Hey everybody, welcome back to another ranked game, but before we do that, just a quick update. Eugen has patched the game. This is just not pleasing, this image, I'm sorry. Called the Dead Zone. Alright. Essentially putting in the changes that I showed off in a previous video where I just previewed on what the strike team or whatnot had access to. More or less all those changes. Um I think there's nothing really new compared to what we were shown. But I also mentioned that they're gonna work on infantry weapons balance, infantry AT weapons efficiency, and some other bugs. So yeah, essentially what now everyone has access to is what we were testing out essentially, and the transport selection actually works properly. Previously, this was a bit bugged that Motostrike only had BMP1 and BMP2 available to them. Anyway, this deck is absolutely broken, so we're gonna try to Q rank with it. So I'll see you in just a second. And we got a match. So let's see who we got, what map we got. One thing I'm worried about is with not having to start with any CVs anymore, and you would know those zones being gone, that the economical aspect of CVs is even further straight up gone, or like mostly gone. Compared to Wargame, they already cost only like basic CVs cost something like 40 points in Wargame costs, right? So they're not really a big investment, not really a common mechanic anymore as they used to be. And I'm not saying they should cost the equivalent of 100 Wargame points, but at the same time, I would personally. Oops. Um, I wouldn't mind if they were a bit more expensive, so that you actually have to spend a not in. I mean, it's not really insignificant, but a more significant amount of points in CVs. In any case, playing this map again, I think we got pretty lucky. Well, I'm not lucky, but oh no, I only played one other ranked game. Actually, I played one more, but that was on a different map. I just didn't record that one. I played with third armored on that one. It was on two ways, the 2v2 map, and I won that one too. In any case, last time I think last time we pushed here, right? So let's not do it this time. Let's do something different. Let's try to go for this area here. You want some BMP3s? Also get like one more Strelki squad. Gromka i Chotka. Download you there. You. Oh wow. Excuse me. Morning voice. You. Probably like faster if we like place you here and can like this road. I don't even know. Drive in here. Also try to get a meta squad in there. You want an Osa? Because we don't want to get caught off guard by a Kaiwa warrior. Recon is of course always good to have. So much should be obvious. See if you can unload you in there. Definitely need some more stuff here. First, let's get an Ikla squad. Unload you in here. Get like a Saperi. And a where? Those are the vampire squads. It's a bit expensive maybe for a flank, but I just also want to be safe. 575 points. Obviously, we don't have to start with CVs anymore, so we can spend more on other stuff. Some TABVs should be fine. Some more MP3s. And I think I'm good to go. MP3s are just still so crazily good. Crazy good. And I'm pretty sure, well, one reason at least, is that I can fire both autocannon and HE gun at the same time. Which, in Wargame, for example, you couldn't. I don't know if that's like intended, if it's realistic, or which approach is more realistic, or whatever. But no, given that autocannons are just so weird in this game. I don't know if they actually changed anything with this patch. Maybe they did and didn't tell anyone. I didn't actually take a look at the stats, didn't compare them. But against infantry at max range, I feel like, yeah, okay. At close range, they seem to absolutely delete infantry. And against vehicles at max range, they seem to be like almost worthless. It is so weird. It's almost like, I feel like they might have changed something, given that the accuracy is 40%. Maybe recently already. But I remember in the early patches, autocans had like 7, 8, 9% accuracy. And I'm pretty sure their HE output only got saved, so to speak, at max range by the splash. Is that individual even there? I mean, I assume they're Chinese. So maybe they don't speak English. But still would just like to be not like to know that they're not AFK. Okay. There we go. Just wanted to make sure that I'm not gonna like talk in front of me and my opponent is AFK, nothing is gonna happen. It just the okay, which whatever. This is enough so that I know that they're there. Okay. Good luck and fun. Let's go. Didn't forget anything. I didn't. Sometimes I do that. I said it in the previous rank game, right? Where I wouldn't forget anything if there were no pre-order. Sorry, did I say it? Did I make that mistake last time again? That fuck up. If there were no pre-deployment orders, but now I like forget and notice way too late. Still feels weird. The other thing to consider is, right, especially on bigger maps where you have multiple spawns, you don't need to take into account that you need a CV for that zone as well, right? I was thinking, 6 or 7 CVs with the tank CV on 2 ways, right? The bigger map might be a bit low, but then I realized, oh shit, right? I don't even have to cap the starting zone. That also taken into account, I think, is the reason why CVs, in my eyes, should be more expensive. Not tank CVs necessarily. I think they're fine for like frontline CVs, but like 160 or something points for something like this, in my eyes, might be more justified. But it's a small thing that I'm not really worried about right now. I'm more worried about like the underlying mechanics and the feel of the game. There's like balance that I feel like can wait. We spotted something on the right. Still didn't fix the bug of infantry doing weird stuff. Okay. Team Dragon. Once again, it's pretty stupid that you can see what is in the enemy transport. But okay. Let's move these. Skip these TADVs here for now. Till we get more information. That's just 15 points? Aren't they all 10 points now? Oh, they're all 15 points. Wait, oh yeah, it's from the Motostrike with the Metis. I guess I'm just gonna get a CV because I don't know what they're doing. Get some TADBs in this area here. I understand why they don't want to show ranks, maybe in ranked, but at the same time, If you know beforehand they're not very good, it's makes stuff like this easier. But so be it. I might just, you know, they might be like just waiting or taking it slow. I don't know. Did I kill something here? Is it just me or is this just a bit too much? I mean, it's not really a huge thing. Maybe it's just that I'm not used to it. I think Steel Division, at least Steel Division 2 also had these like big smoke clouds coming from the vehicle wrecks. To me, they're just a tiny bit like, come on, I just got a 50, like, it's a 15-point truck. It's not that big of a deal. You don't need such a big smoke cloud. There we go. Finally, some action. You know, war game voice line. Another Osa. SUV. Wrong guy, Chotka, by the way. Look at the autocannon just doing nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's only the two missiles that I needed that actually did anything. And it's so weird. Admittedly, at this point, I could have been just unlucky, but I don't know. Okay, H.A. Abrams. Pull you back, pull you back, pull you back, pull you back. Break line of sight, please. I need you to stay alive a bit longer until the ADBVs arrive. I should definitely put Sal on hotkey. Just war game brain in me, monkey brain. $16 AP got nerfed. Mag rifles. Ground guy Jotka, by the way. I'm sorry, I just liked that voice line way too much. I don't know why. Just funny. Look how bad, but look how, oh wow, I got instantly stunned in one shot? What the fuck? What just happened? What the fuck just happened? I lost control over the TADBV for a second. But then I got it back? I need to watch that again. Definitely looked like I had it selected, turned off the main gun, and suddenly the unit got deselected, as it was stunned. But then I could immediately select it again, because it wasn't stunned. The fuck was that? The units like get deselected as soon as they're panicked for some reason? Weird, very weird. Wouldn't put it past Eugen to accidentally put something in like that. Sometimes there's stuff in the game that they don't even realize how it got there. Should I name the title of this video Gromkai Chotka? I kinda want to, but I think people are just gonna be like so confused and not gonna watch the video because of that. Like, I don't speak Russian, what do you want from me? Now where did they spend all that? I mean, they have a bunch of Bradleys here, so maybe that's probably partially where they spend the points. You sure that's something. The other thing is, I don't really have to worry about flying defense as much anymore because I don't have to protect the CV here. Again, I said it in the comments. I'm not like suddenly like worried, oh no, they like destroy the game by removing base CVs, but I also feel like I don't think it was really necessary. One reason was, you know, helicopter rush, base cheese, not necessarily base cheese, but mainly like helicopter rushes, right? And I feel like I think if they were just put more into line the survivability and strength of helicopter, I honestly don't think it would have been that big of an issue. But again, oh, this is still not fixed, huh? This is still not yellow. Again, I don't think it's like it's such a huge change that I'm gonna lose any sleep over it. Main thing I want as a result, so to speak, is make CVs more expensive again. In my eyes, at least. Don't go to the edge here. You're hovering low, huh? Yeah. Gotta say, it does look pretty... You know, I wouldn't mind like a hotkey like in Total War where you could just turn off the whole hunt. And have like your own... Ooh, you're turning around. Artillery. Oh, that's mortar. Mortar is Mortars are just so bad. Look how long. Where is the mortar? Come on, fire again, please, for me. I'm gonna take a quick sip of my tea here. Look how long that shell flies, and this is so. This makes like. This is so annoying. Not only are the rounds weak, but even if you just want to use it for smoke, and I'm not talking about like smoking your tank or something, but in general just for smoke. Look how long it takes to arrive, man. That is so frustrating. So frustrating. I'm floating so much. I'm just gonna spam BP3s because they're busted. Like lots of suppression damage done to the Motor Strikey, but no, like stun damage at least, but no actual damage. That's another thing. I feel like that might be just me, right? It's just my opinion. I feel that stuns happen too quickly. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, that was sick. Otherwise, I would have been dead if they both had. I just sound like an idiot there, huh? Stuns happen too quickly, and as a result, fights at low cohesion happen rarely. Did you just seriously miss? You can't see the accuracy in the bottom now right away, but it's just still very hard to pay attention to in my eyes. 99% if I'm... Oh, I'm dead. Yeah. Just playing around a bit. Was testing some stuff out. I don't know, it's way easier to float in this game than it is in war game. I mean, the relative income is also much higher, right? Like some stuff like the HA Abrams costs like twice as much, but the actual income is 2.5 as much per minute, right? In war game, at 105 points per minute, a year of 260. It's very roughly speaking twice as much, obviously. Not exactly, but you get the point. And I feel, given that the points always build up like over a minute, you're not like paying as much attention to like, oh yeah, in 2 ticks I can buy this unit, right? Instead you're just like, oh, I have to wait a whole minute until I can buy it, so might as well focus on other stuff, and then you forget about that again. At least that's how I feel. I think maybe if you come from Steel Division, you're a lot more used to it, and it doesn't happen. So probably just, you know, getting used to it. Romka Ichotka, by the way. Oh god. Sure, it's just fast move in there. It's absolutely disgusting. Third armored is at least is definitely in my eyes better than 8th infantry. Hold on. What is this pathfinding? What the hell? And now what the shit? Am I? What the heck? Oh yeah, another fun thing, right? Low cohesion automatically unloaded infantry CV. Infantry. I'm not really sure if I like that. I don't even know if it's like a big thing at all. But it's something to keep in mind because that's... I think it's also in Steel Division, so again, if you come from Steel Division, you might like be used to this. I'm not. EV3s are kind of busted, not gonna lie. I'm also like not a fan of how like strong infantry in the open is against infantry in the building, right? Like, sure, I have... No, it's 1 MG and 5 rifles, there's 1 MG and 6 rifles. And I'm winning. Or at least not losing nearly as hard as I probably... Okay, in all fairness, BMP3 did open up on that team as well. I forgot about that. That has to be said. It's not as, like, even as I made it out to be originally. I forgot about that. Yeah, this is just absolutely disgusting and cheesy. I wouldn't even call it cheesy because I don't know, my opponent just didn't really do much. They had like an H. Abrams in here and that's it. They never contested this. Barely contested this and I had nothing in here. I guess they're maybe just a new player. Like hard to know, right? Because you don't see ranks in game. I don't really see the problem of showing ranks or something, at least in ranked. I think if you want to hide it in like public games, so that pub stomping is on the one hand easier, but on the other hand also harder, depending on which way you look at it, right? But I think in ranked game it definitely makes sense. Let's get a tank CV. Get some AA. F111 cluster is just not quite as good as the S24 cluster, which I bought and never used. Smart. Let's get a healer. Of these. Move up you. You stay here actually. Gotta repair these guys. Right. That's another weird thing. I told them to fast move and I clicked on the BP3 by accident. You can see how the fast move moves with the vehicle. So you have to be careful with how you click. In Wargame it didn't work like that. In Wargame it tried to move them into the same position as well, but it didn't like keep up with... Oh, that's a tank. Wrong guy, Chatka, by the way. Oh, that's a heavy tank. Ah, heck. Someone tell me if that's like some kind of folk song or something. Oh, that's a pivot. There's a CV here. Oh, it's a Hind. I was like, is that a A10? And it reminds me. Gotta take a look. There's a CV. I gotta take a look at the MA24 VP. In the VIP. In the VIP patch, that thing had anti-plane range. That had like the same gun as the AC-25. And it was like melting planes. The helicopter melting planes with its gun. It was ridiculous. In a stupid way, not in a good way. I mean, yeah, that was just... BMP3s are just busted. Not much. I forgot to check. Anyway. Yeah, MA24 VP. Please tell me you fixed it. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry for that sound, but like, oh no. You didn't. Well, you didn't hear it from me. But that thing is just absolutely busted versus planes. Oh no. Well, whatever. Oh no. Let's take a look at quickly take a look at the replay. Oh no, Eugen. Oh no, 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 no. Why did you have to do this? They still didn't fix the bug where in the replay red for is blue and blue for is red. Hmm. I mean, you were just very defensive, but they were in fast moved. Somehow, for some reason, accidentally, presumably. They were just very far back. So weird. Yeah, that was just, ugh. Still, I want to take a look at the T80. Was it stunned for just a brief second? I don't know why it got deselected. I need to do some more tests. Let's. All right. Any second now. It routed for a second, then was fine again. Huh. Never seen that one before. Oh, I know why. I know why. I believe the way routing works is that every second, or like every tick or whatever, a unit has a chance to unroute itself. And I just got, lucky in a sense, I guess, that it immediately tried, or like immediately succeeded in that saving throw, if you want to call it that. That explains it. Yeah. Okay. Still, I don't know if it got like any suppression damage from the shots that were directed at the Monasteriki. But again, not a fan of like a unit being instantly stunned, or in this case rounded, with one shot. Like, sure, it lost like 17 armor, presumably max HP at that range. It's like less than 1,000 meters. Yeah, basically max HP. So definitely 30 AP. Assuming it actually scales, or like hard stops at 30, which I think it does, but actually I don't know for certain. But I'm sure it does. So 7.5 damage. Like, sure, it's a lot of damage, but again, I'm not a fan of like stuff being like instantly stunned, or like stunned by like one or two shots, even if it loses like 90% of its HP. It just makes like the first shots and such are already very, very important, right? But I feel like it makes it even harder to come back in engagements that weren't in your favor to begin with. And it's just routing and stunning. It's just not fun. And unlike in Wargame, veterancy doesn't reduce stun time. It didn't tell in Wargame, but I believe every extra step of veterancy reduced the stun time by 2 seconds. So elite units were stunned in Wargame, I believe, by 2 seconds, or 3 or 4, something like that. You can take this for yourself, right? Stun duration is only affected, I'm pretty sure, by veterancy. So just take a reservist squad and like an elite infantry squad, get them both stunned and see how long they were stunned. And you will see a massive, massive difference. We don't have that here. Every unit is stunned for 10 seconds. And it's most of the time it's just a death sentence. Unless you like have a horde of units and like one of your cheap stuff got stunned, but the rest, whatever. But let's say let's call it even engagements. If the tank on one side got stunned, but not on the other side, because you got lucky or whatever, it's over. You can't even like, you can't smoke it, you can't save it, nothing. I feel like, and it also makes it that every engagement, I feel like, ends with either side being at high or normal cohesion and the other side being dead. I feel like it's rare that the winning side wins by having like low cohesion because the fight ended so long. Because instead of like the enemy fighting back at low cohesion, it just doesn't fight it back at all because it's stunned. That's how it feels right now. In any case, that's this game. And like I guess patch impressions, which are still, well, the 39th Moto whatever gods division. Even more broken than before. It's just ridiculously strong. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.